Hello, I'm John Connolly, the author of The Adventures of Samuel Johnson, and I just want to say a big hello to everybody who's upside down in Australia and New Zealand. In the gates, a small boy named Samuel Johnson, accompanied by his dog Boswell, a dachshund, discovered that his neighbours are trying to open the gates of hell. But unfortunately, as when small boys tell people that their neighbours are trying to do unpleasant things, nobody believes him. And it is really only when the hordes of hell start pouring out of a suburban basement that people begin paying attention, but by then it's too late. And it really is up to Samuel and his dog, and a very unfortunate demon named Nurd, to try and stop the earth being taken over by the hordes of hell. In Hell's Bells, we find Samuel dealing with the aftermath of the unfortunate and very unsuccessful invasion of the Earth by the forces of Hell. But Mrs Abernathy, who is the lead demon, has been plotting against him from Hell because she wants to restore herself to the devil's favours. And so she manages to haul Samuel and his dog into Hell. But unfortunately, because she hasn't been aiming quite right, she also manages to bring with her a couple of policemen and a group of little people called Mr. Merryweather's elves, who are actually much worse than anything in Hell. And that's really how the novel begins. I had the idea for the book itself for a long time. I thought it might be interesting to write a book about a small boy who suddenly discovers that his neighbours are trying to open the gates of hell, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. And then I became quite interested in physics, in the way that you do for something that you weren't good at school, and you come back to as an adult and think, I might be able to tackle this now. And I was really interested in the Large Hadron Collider, this big experiment that they began at CERN with this huge particle accelerator, to try and recreate the moments after the Big Bang. Because it opens up all of this fascinating research about parallel universes, and really the stuff of what we're made, and what is the universe made from. It seemed much more fun to try and pick stuff that was real, because the world is fascinating as it is. You almost don't need magic. The stuff that science is coming up with about the universe is actually so fascinating that really fiction doesn't really compare to it. It's just so interesting and quirky and curious that I couldn't really let it pass, and it became really the substance of these books.